Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Definitely just wanted to encourage somebody tonight, tomorrow, today, depending on when I release the video to the Instagram and Twitter family. But I just want to just keep you guys encouraged because I understand that it has been a trying year. But I want to speak to the topic of briefly, because I know it's late, but speak to the topic of blessings over everything. Give you guys some time to come on in. Blessings over everything. If you with me, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some love. Let me know you with me if you're watching this video right now. But I wanted to speak really briefly on blessings over everything because I think like oftentimes so many of us we lose focus of how blessed we really are when we're in the midst of some type of tragedy or storm or struggle. Just to kind of speak personal, this year has been a really hard year for my family. Really one of the most difficult years, if I can be honest. But through the difficulties, do y'all know that 10 things on my vision board, I got at least 8 done? You ain't hear what I just said. 10 of the goals on my vision board, I accomplished at least 8. And the 2 things that I didn't accomplish, I still trust God, number one, and I still believe that those 2 things will get done. I'm just going to add them to the new vision board, but we're going to continue to move and press forward. But God has been so good to me and my family and my friends and my organizations and to those around me that I just can't allow the struggles and the tragedies that's taking place allow me to lose focus of how blessed I am. I think so many of us are so focused on COVID cases that we're not counting our blessings. You didn't hear what I just said. We're so concerned with COVID cases that we're not counting our blessings. Am I saying not to be concerned, aware, alert about COVID? Absolutely, that's not what I'm saying. Excuse me, but what I am saying is don't allow the COVID cases to overshadow the blessings that's right in front of you. For every tragedy that's happened in your life, there's a triumph somewhere in that situation. And so I want you guys to be encouraged on tonight to know that in every struggle, in every storm, there's a sun. The song said, God put a rainbow in the sky. When it looked like the sun wasn't going to shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the sky. So don't lose focus on the rainbows that's in your sky, that's in your cloud. I know the bills is powering up. I know that the health is getting weary. I know that you've lost your mother, you lost your father, you lost your brother, a sister, or a child. But even in those storms, even in those clouds, in those skies, there's a rainbow. So be encouraged. And the best thing you can do to combat the storm is not give up. That's it. Not grow weary in well-doing is what the scripture said. For in due season, you shall reap a harvest if you faint not. So many of us are fainting when the struggle get real. Not that you don't have a reason to faint, because I understand the struggle's worth fainting, but it's not worth it. Because I guarantee you, I'm not trying to speak negatively, but I want you to know that before it get better, it get worse. So the storm that we in, it may get a little thicker. And if it does, don't allow the heaviness of the rain drown you and stop you from accomplishing your goals. Because the same way that this struggle and pandemic will allow you or will cause you to throw in the towel, for so many other folks, the COVID and the pandemic has opened their eyes to their purpose. So allow the pain that you're feeling due to sickness and grief and struggle, allow that pain to push and produce greatness inside of you. Don't allow COVID-19 and the pandemic and the struggles to cause you to lose focus on who you are. Allow the struggle of the pandemic and the finances cause you to gain more of who you are. Not lose focus of who you are, but tap into more of who you are. And so this is the time, family, where we have to really rely on God. We need God probably more than we ever needed God before. But God can't really do what God can do if you're doubting God in the process. And so be encouraged. I know the storm is strong, but again, it's all inside of you. Everything that you want to accomplish, all the dreams, all the visions, it's inside of you. But it's hard to focus on that when your mind is so clouded with the negative things that surround you. And so start taking time to just regroup, refocus your mentality. It's all you have to do. I understand it's hard, but again, you got to hold on. You got to hang in there. You come too far to give up now. You don't just quit now because a little struggles come. Even if you feel like the struggle ain't little, let me not minimize it because it may be a huge struggle. But even with that huge size of struggle, you are ready for this. You're prepared for this. You may not think you're prepared for it. Trust me. God works in not mysterious ways. God works in divine ways, intentional. God is divine. God is intentional. God is purposeful. God is not going to purposely put us into this type of storm without preparing us and giving us the tools we need to get out of it. But when your mind is so concerned and when your mind is filled with so much worry, you don't have time to think about a game plan. God has already told you the route of escape. He's already given you the game plan and the blueprint on how to climb out the situation, but your head is so focused on paying this bill and paying that bill and talking this thing and getting this. You so all over the place with your mind and your mentality, you don't even have time to focus on just one step at a time that can help save your situation or can help bless your situation. You could be a blessing to somebody else. So again, be encouraged. Do not allow the struggles that you're going through cause you to lose focus of the bigger picture. This struggle that we're dealing with, family, is temporary. Do not allow a temporary situation cause you to make permanent decisions. And so it's permanent. It's permanent once you make it permanent, but it's temporary if you allow it to be. So right now, this storm is temporary. The storm shall pass. But you got to be encouraged and not allow what's happening right now, again, to make you lose focus. I'm extremely excited and blessed because for me, despite the struggles, 2020 was a phenomenal year for me. 2020 taught me some things and some lessons that I needed to learn. 2020 humbled me, but 2020 blessed me. And I watched God work miraculous blessings in my life. I watched God, take my finances from zero and overnight deposit a check I wasn't even expecting in my account. I watched God bring people and different entities to me and my wife to be blessings to us. I watched it. I saw it happen right in front of me on how God kept us and protected us and shielded us. And so I'm guarantee you that if God can do it for us, he can do it for you. Don't give up on God because he ain't gave up on us. But you have to count your blessings. Take on the spirit of gratitude. Even when you feel like giving up, even when you feel like complaining, still say thank you. Still say, God, I appreciate it. Still be grateful because it could be a lot worse. For every person that's struggling, somebody next to you got a worse struggle. So be encouraged that the storm is not going to overtake you. You got this. I know it may look like you don't see a way out of this thing, but I guarantee you, if you hold on, if you could just hold out, you will be all right. So stay encouraged, family. Keep your head up. Keep your spirits up. Use this time to be creative. Figure out what can you do to get out of this situation. What can you do to better your family, better yourself, better your finances, better your community. Use this time, this downtime, to build yourself up. Don't use this time as an opportunity to be depressed. And not that people choose to be depressed, because we don't, but try not to even walk into certain doors that can bring forth depression. When you doubt yourself, that opens the door for depression. When you always being negative, you don't take time to be grateful and to just pat yourself on the back and to show appreciation to God, it opens the door for suicide thoughts and, depression and etc. So just take time to really reflect on how blessed you are and take this time to figure out, okay, listen, this is the cards I've been dealt. How can I figure out a strategic way to play these cards right so I can get out of my situation and change my situation for the better? And so I believe that 2021 is going to be an abundant year for all of us. Blessings are going to flow, but 2021 is not going to be easy. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy because right now we are in the middle of a pandemic. So the pandemic's not going to go away in 2 days. It's going to carry over. And so if we're weak right now, struggling right now, 2021 is going to be hard. But it could be an easier year if we understand that before things get better, they get worse. But even when things get worse, a storm is not bad when you got the umbrella, when you got the jacket, when you got the things to prepare. But when you don't have the things that you need to survive, a storm seems like it's impossible. But I want you to open your eyes and be mindful that around your footsteps, right in your surrounding, are the tools you need to survive. So stay encouraged. Don't allow a temporary situation cause you to make permanent decisions. Don't throw in the towel. Don't throw your hands up. Stop speaking negative. Stop saying, I'm going to just give up. I don't know what I'm going to do. You do know. Speak positivity. Please speak positivity over your life. So when you see the struggle, say, man, I'm not even going to claim that. Even if they put the eviction notice on your door, touch that eviction notice and say the rent's going to get paid. Speak over your life. Speak over your situation. Speak over your family. If your family is sick, pray over them. Bless them. Ask that God's will be done. Just start combating the negative storms with something positive, because I guarantee you, family, it ain't over with. The storm is not over, but I guarantee you, if you take what I'm telling you, which is to hang in there, change your mentality, be encouraged, and count your blessings. Stop counting COVID cases when you ain't counting your blessings. Count your blessings. Because for every blessing you count, it can overthrow a COVID case. Even though COVID is real, even though COVID is strong, the blessings are stronger than COVID. The blessings of God that God has given to all of us, each and every one of us are blessed in some way, which way or another. Focus on the blessings. Don't focus on the things that's going wrong. Focus on what's going right. Y'all be encouraged.